Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. Today in this video, I've decided to pick up a hard topic which is a key social issue in the society in which we live. Yes, in this video, I will pick up a very hard question that I have read about it. I'm sure you must have read about it. You must may have also experienced yourself this issue. I have definitely seen in many household in my close contact people where this social issue is very clearly visibly in play. So what is this social issue? So the question that I'm picking up today in this video is, why should a woman feel guilty when she earns more than her husband? Yes, this is the issue that is seen in those households where both husband and wife are working. And when both husband and wife are working, usually you could have three scenarios. The first scenario could be where wife is earning less than her husband, or wife is probably earning the same amount as her husband. And the third scenario could be where wife is earning more than her husband. First two scenarios, when wife earns less than or same amount as husband, usually there is no issue. But the third scenario, where working woman, wife in a household is earning more than her husband, it becomes a big issue. And it kind of is in play in many households as we speak. So today in this video, we'll first touch on in terms of why is it happening? What is the history of this? And then we'll look at, is this solvable? Is there a practical approach that women or men can follow to get this social issue resolved in our society? So without any further delay, let's start our video. So as I said that in those household, double income households where wife is earning more than her husband, there's a lot of family pressure on those working women. I know it may sound very sad, and it may sound alien to some of you, but if you really take a hard look around all the families, the friends that you have, you will find, if not one, many household where some level of this treatment, some level of family pressure being exercised on those working women who are earning more than their husband. So that's true. But why is that kind of mentality in the society? I studied quite a lot about this topic over the years, and I think it goes back to our historical view, because we are a very deeply entrenched patriarchal society where men are always seen as main breadwinner. They are the one who kind of will go out and earn income, bring money into the household, and women will be largely seen as homemaker. That will be their primary responsibility. And that deep rooted stereotype description of men and women and their respective role in the household is so deeply ingrained in our mindset, in our society, that in spite of over the years, women playing a very active role in terms of doing both, actively going out, earning money, bringing income, and still kind of focusing on their children and the domestic activities that were typically assigned to women. So, but still, there is kind of starter for 10 situation. The default situation will always be that men are supposed to be the main breadwinner. Society has not yet developed or evolved enough to accept the fact that no, women can also be the main breadwinner and men can also be the homemaker. That is kind of deeply rooted in our society, particularly in India. And I think what happens is basically because of that deep rooted thought process, uh, it breeds sort of kind of insecurity amongst men. So when they feel that they are not able to bring the money, not able to bring the income that their wife is bringing, then the insecurity start to develop. It leads to all the kind of things like frictions in the family, the arguments in the family, serious fights in the family. But in some cases, it could go to the extreme where there is a complete breakdown in their relationship. There is a kind of increased level of divorce cases being filed as a result of husband not able to kind of cope with that insecurity which comes with the lower financial income compared to his wife. So it's all happening around us. If you take a hard look at this particular issue, you'll find many examples. And on the other hand, when I kind of look at the women, most household, whether it's your mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother, sister, even your parents sometime, working women's parents also sometime will kind of will sort of kind of suggest to the women that they need to be more compromising, they need to be more accommodating. So, what ends up happening is that the woman who has really worked hard to get to where she is now, to achieve the kind of career, the income level that she's at, she still kind of ends up feeling a guilty party here and resentful that it's all her fault because she's more successful. I know it sounds very, very sad, but this is the reality of our society. But let's not talk about what the issue is. Hopefully, this issue, the way I've described, sort of brings to life what you probably have seen yourself, uh, or you have read about this. But if it brings to life this issue, but if you don't agree with this description, you have an alternative view, I would really look forward to kind of hear those comments. So please do let me know if you have a different view on the reality around this particular social issue, because I would love to hear from you and have those alternative views. So as I said, now let's build on this. So how do we kind of solve it? While this is the sad reality, absolutely no society can be successful in the world where this imbalance continues. Women, for a very, very long time, haven't played, were denied their place in the economic success of their respective household, therefore, the economic success of the society, the country, and the world. So it's important for them to kind of feel really proud about what they have achieved after huge hard work and where they are. So they have to have a pride about that. They have to feel really good about that. So I put forward a 4 point practical approach that we could accommodate, we could kind of look at to handle such a situation if a working woman is in a household where she feels guilty or resentful just because she is earning more than her husband. So, this 4 point practical approach, the first point is first of all, you need to kind of absolutely be clear, and this is the message for all those working women who are in this situation, that first of all, please do not feel apologetic about your own success, your own income level. You have worked hard, you deserved it, you have earned it. You can't feel apologetic about something that you have worked hard to earn. So you have to go into this particular situation in a position of strength. You can't be arrogant. I completely get that. You can't be arrogant about your success, but you need to go as a from a position of strength. You can't be in a weak position when you are trying to deal with this situation, because in a weak position only compromises happen, not the resolution. We need to resolve this. So first thing is, do not feel apologetic. Second thing is, take a very, very hard look and see whether your relationship, your husband relationship with your husband is strong or not. I think if the husband is has been always belittling the wife or making her feel small and inadequate, because she is earning more, it is likely that husband is already suffering from insecurities and the relationship was not too strong to begin with. So, because if husband is already feeling insecurity and he hasn't been open, and on the contrary, he's kind of following the approach of belittling you, then then the problem is that he hasn't been open with you. So you need to kind of first of all get that whether relationship is strong or not. The relationship is kind of a stress test is very very important, because with a strong relationship you can talk about that. So first of all, make sure that there are not other things which are kind of playing in your husband's mind, therefore he is behaving the way he's behaving, or his family is behaving the way his family is behaving. So first of all, usually I've seen is that most household financial disparity or financial imbalance is a probably last nail to the coffin. Usually the issues start, the trigger is somewhere else, and trigger is usually driven by the insecurities that husband may be having. So it's very important that first of all make sure that your relationship is strong and you both husband and wife can kind of share with each other what's playing in their mind. So that's the second practical step you can take. The other part is that once you have established that yes, relationship is strong, uh, then the third point is, which is very, very important, is have an open discussion. If you feel that the problem began only after the rise in your income and that the relationship had been strong and stable for a number of years, it's a good idea to thresh out the problem with a frank, open discussion. Because if it's all about income, it can be openly discussed and agreed upon. Try to understand what in particular is bothering your spouse, bothering your husband about the financial disparity, and make an effort to address it. It could be that the way you were conducting yourself in the household, because you were earning more, you were belittling husband, and that kind of led to kind of huge amount of insecurity. And instead of going into his bunker, he became very offensive. He started to belittle you, undermine you, and all that. So that open discussion will help you pin down what is the real issue. Because I know for sure the financial imbalance, the financial disparity is has come to light at a much later stage. It must have started with something else. So you need to find out that, and that you can find out only with an open discussion. If none of these things work for you, and you're not able to kind of get to a solution, then I would again seriously suggest that it's okay to consult a counselor. Because if the issue is more kind of psychological, it's at a more deeper level, then seeking the help of a counselor who's trained, who's experienced to deal with these sort of things, who are like behavioral therapists, then they will be able to help you out, iron out, or at least identify what is the issue. So don't be afraid to consult a counselor. Like when we get a fracture, or we get cold or cough or temperature, we don't mind going and consulting a physician. When we have a psychological problem, when it's all about a behavior, it's all about a relationship, then you should not feel guilty to consult is a counselor. Psychologist is like a doctor. You go with a problem and they'll help you understand, break down the problem, and help you identify what has actually caused it. So I hope this 4 point practical approach is helpful for you if you are sadly in this situation, or you know your friend or family member is in this situation. Try this 4 point practical approach to handle this situation, to solve this situation. And if you don't believe that what I've said in this video is helpful and you have an alternative view, then please do let me know through your comments, because I would like to be open about it, because it's a very, very important issue. It's a broader issue. And as a responsible society member, we need to talk about it. We need to discuss this issue so that we can find a reasonable way to tackle this. So thank you so much for watching our video. Um, just before I finish, I would request two things. First, if you have liked the content of this video, then please press the like button and share this video with your friends and family. If you've not yet subscribed our channel A to Z Learning, I would urge you to please subscribe our channel and become part of our viewers family. Thank you so much, and I look forward to your comments on this video.